Guys, 19 of Speak Easy. I am your host, Altavis Pelzer. I am the voice coach, not a voice coach, but the voice coach. And I am a motivational speaker, certified life coach, and Amazon best-selling author. Hey guys, hey Sasha, hey Violet. Let me know, because y'all know Facebook has not been doing me right. Let me know if you are able to hear me okay over on Facebook. Give me a 1 in the comments if you can hear me okay. Thank you for everybody who is catching this via the replay. Thank you for all of those who will catch this via the replay over on Facebook and as well as YouTube. Super excited about that part. And so, you know, guys, I didn't do a speakeasy yesterday. I had some things to do behind the scenes. Hey, Marlene. Hey, Marlene. I had some things to do behind the scenes, a lot to do behind the scenes. Hello. Let me know if you can hear me okay and see me okay. Put a 1 in the comments if you can hear me and see me okay. If you cannot, put a 2 in the comments. I know Facebook, like I said, Facebook has not been doing me well all week. And for those who will catch this at some point up and down their timeline, will catch this at some point when it comes to looking at it on YouTube or, you know, catching a replay somewhere else. I'm definitely excited. Okay, great. I'm definitely excited that you guys came to join me. And I look forward to talking to you guys today. So today, it's all about Mythbusters. Yes, Mythbusters. So I've been having some conversations with people about public speaking. And the conversations have gotten really interesting because so many people are interested in becoming a public speaker or an author, but there's so many myths out there that they don't know what to believe. So if this resonates with you, I want you to make sure that you share out this broadcast. Oh no. Hey, Papa Smurf. Just make sure that you share out the broadcast. Like I said, Facebook, I know, has not been doing me well at all. It hasn't at all. And so let me adjust a little bit because this lighting is like, it's getting me, but it's okay. All right. Awesome. So, I know they said it just froze. Let me know if it came back for you over on Facebook. I think I'm going to go and buy a tablet today and just do it on my tablet because right now doing it on the laptop, it's been freezing up. And I don't know if it's because of the laptop. I don't know what it may be because I'm not freezing anywhere else. But let's get started. So it's all about literally, hey Deidre, it's all about, you know, those myths, those things that we believe when people say, oh, you can't get this started, you can't do this because all of the top people do X, Y, and Z. All of the top people do it this way. And so a lot of times we fall into the category of believing what other people are saying and not necessarily doing research for ourselves. Thank you for sharing out the broadcast, Deidre. And we don't necessarily, you know, get the information, the correct information for ourselves. And so we believe some things that aren't necessarily true. And I mean, you know, it happens. It happens in all aspects of anything, life. When it comes to being a parent, we believe things that aren't true. When it comes to getting a job, we believe things that aren't true. When it comes to writing a book, we believe things that aren't necessarily true. And so the issue comes in is that, you know, we really have to change our mindset. And one, that we have to stop believing people who are not where we're trying to go. That part. We have to stop believing people who are not at the position that we're trying to go to, and we have to do some research. We have to do some understanding, get some knowledge. As I saw somebody put on a post earlier, knowledge, KNAW, get some knowledge. So we definitely have to get some knowledge and some understanding. And when it comes to public speaking, there's 5 things. Hey Janine, there's 5 things that people really think that aren't true. And I'm going to give you literally 5 different times that I have busted, or 5 ways that I've busted these myths that we're going to talk about today. So now, number one is that introverts can't be a great speaker. Now, those who know me know I am shy. Those who know me know I am shy. I'm an introvert. I am. Why? I don't know. Not necessarily something that I chose to be. I didn't choose to be an introvert. That's just something that I am. I'm an introvert. But, hey, Auntie. Hey, hey, Tanaya. Hey, sis. And I'm an introvert. So that means that I'm comfortable with sitting in a corner by myself. Hey, Mama Chanel, I'm comfortable with being in a corner by myself. I don't necessarily have to be in the midst of the crowd. I don't necessarily have to be talking to everybody or anybody in the room. But I am, from what people tell me, a pretty good speaker. Am I the best at it? Probably not. I'm sure that there's still things that I can learn. There's still things that I can grab a hold of. But I'm an introvert. Guess what? There have been many times where I've had speaking events where I'll speak. I may do a little bit of networking and mix and mingle, but then I will comfortably go sit down at a table and be okay with not saying another word. People will come over and take pictures with me. People will come over and talk to me. But guess what? It's not that I'm going around and I'm like, hey, and yeah, I want to network with you and I want to be at your event and I want to do this with you. That's not how I get events. Hey, Brent. Hey, how are you? That's not how I get events. That's not how I network. But it doesn't make me a bad speaker. It just makes me shy. And so literally, I went and I did an event in Indianapolis. And I was there, and you know that I'm not really big on running around and talking to everybody. That's just not who I am. But I love talking to people. Like, I'll talk better one-on-one than I will in a big crowd sometimes. That's just me. But it's okay. So what I've done is, I make sure to see. Oh, listen, I knew it. I think it's the laptop because my connection isn't going in and out over on YouTube. Like, I'm not having any problems on YouTube, so I'm thinking it's the laptop. I'm going to go get a tablet later on today. I really am. So, we'll solve that problem. Take that, Mark Zuckerberg. Take that, Mark Zuckerberg. But it's not to say that as an introvert that you can't be a good speaker, a great speaker, a phenomenal speaker. Literally in Indianapolis, I was speaking and I had, there was, I want to say like at least 100 people in the room, at least, if not more. And, I went and I sat down and I talked to people sometimes and I walked around the room. But it was in those intimate conversations where it may have been 5 or 6 people at the table that I sat down and I talked to people. It was during lunch or, and I engaged with people. We had meaningful conversation. It was during the networking time that I sat down with only maybe about 5 other people and we had meaningful conversation. Guess what? It doesn't matter that I'm an introvert. It matters what I want to do. What's my goal? What am I trying to achieve? And if the main thing that we're trying to achieve is connecting with people, then being an introvert will not stop you. It won't. It'll make you come up with some more interesting ways to connect with people, but being an introvert will not stop you. And so that's number 1. Is that introverts can't be great speakers. That's a lie. I'm an introvert. I'm shy. And I think I'm pretty good. Now, if I'm not, then, then some folk have been lying to me. But I believe that I'm pretty good at what I do. I love this craft. And so I keep growing in it. And that's what makes it easier for me as an introvert. Number 2. Experts don't get nervous. Lies. So somebody said that, oh, you don't get nervous when you go live. You don't get nervous when you do an event. Like, you're not nervous. Lies. So I just had an event in Baltimore. And it was 20 women in the room. Women that some I had met already, others I had not. But there were 20 women in the room. And it was a public space so other people could hear. And I still got nervous. Hey, how are you doing? I still got nervous. And so with me still getting nervous, people were like, oh, no, you don't get nervous. You do this all the time. You travel to other places in order to speak. There's no way that you get nervous. No, I do get nervous because every experience is going to give me something different. Every experience is going to take me to a different level, not only in my speaking career, but it's going to take me in a different level when it comes to networking with people. It's going to take me to a different level when it comes to who I engage with, who I'm interacting with, who I'm in front of. I'm always growing. I'm always learning. And so I love that part about me is that I'm always growing and learning. And so, yeah, it's okay to be nervous in front of a crowd. Hey, public speaking is the #1 fear. It beat out the fear of death. So, yeah, you're not going to be the only one that's scared or fearful when it comes to public speaking. Know and understand that. Please and thank you. So, yes, I still get nervous. I still get nervous when I come to do live streaming videos. I still get nervous when I go to do live events. I still get nervous, and I'm okay with that. And so over on Facebook, I know it says that you guys are having some issues with the connection. I think it's because of the laptop. So you might want to join over on YouTube. If you go to Altavis Pelzer on YouTube, you can definitely come, and I am live on YouTube right now. Altavis Pelzer on YouTube. And so number three, there's a speaker's code of conduct. Another lie, another myth. So some of you have noticed that normally when I go and do a speaking event, I do a table. My table will often have unicorns on it. Now, in the corporate setting, I may or may not bring my unicorns. It all depends on what the topic is. But in reality, there's no right or wrong when it comes to public speaking, as long as your audience is getting what they need. Hey, Verilyn, as long as your audience is getting what they need, there's no right or wrong when it comes to speaking. And so I went to an event in Virginia where I was speaking, and I did my table, and I had unicorns on there, and I had this really big pink one right in the middle, and I had some smaller ones on the table. And people are like looking at my table going, why does she have unicorns on her table? But I can tell you something. It's a conversation piece. Hello. It's a conversation piece. And so people will literally come and just ask me questions about the unicorns on my table. There's no code of conduct. If I've seen public speakers throw trash on the floor, I've seen them throw things down the aisle. I've seen them yell and scream and jump up and down. I've seen them do jumping jacks. I've seen speakers do all types of things when it comes to public speaking. I've seen them do all types of things. Guess what? You're okay. You're going to live. You're going to survive. I promise you. So you don't have to fit into any mold. And so for me, being that unicorn is part of that way that I don't fit into the mold. Sometimes you'll see me at a speaking event where I have on a unicorn shirt, jeans, and a blazer. I don't have to fit into anybody's box. And as a speaker, there is no code of conduct. So however you get your message across is the main objective. Getting your message across and making sure that your target audience or your audience is getting what it is that they need when they leave, that they're not leaving empty. They're leaving full. I'll repeat that for the cheap seats. The main objective for a speaker is that the audience leaves at least with a snack, if not full. You at least give them a snack so they want more of what you have to offer. But they're not leaving empty. So many times we think more about the numbers than we do about the effect that we are having on people. Some people care more about the numbers than they do what is that person going to do when they leave this building. And so when I speak, it's always from a point of service. So yeah, the numbers matter. But it matters more that they've left with an idea that they can change something and ready to move to the next level in order to change it. That part. And so that was number 3. There's no speaker ethics. There's no speaker code of conduct. If you want to get up there with a 2-piece bikini on and a cover up, by all means, there's probably somebody that has done it. I'm not sure. You might want to YouTube it. But guess what? There's things that we can do. Be you. That's the biggest thing. Be you. Be transparent. Be authentic. Be you. That's what makes you a success, is when you're you. Not trying to fit into anybody else's bubble, not trying to fit into anybody else's scheme of things. Just be you, unapologetically. And so that takes me to number 4. Number 4 is, the myth is, I gotta memorize my speech. Can I tell you something about memorizing your speech? Memorizing your speech sets you at a deficit. Because we know anybody who's been public speaking for any length of time, you know that situations change. Time frames change. Stuff happens. Times get moved around. Time gets cut. I had an event that I did in January where my time was cut. I originally had 30 minutes, and then I was told that I had only 10 minutes. 30 to 45 minutes, and then it got cut back to 10 minutes. Guess what? If I had a speech that I was trying to memorize, I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have made it. If I had a speech that I was trying to memorize, I would have been stumbling over my words. I would have been trying to figure out, what am I going to say next? Always thinking in my head. No. There's an easier way to do that. And so that's one of the things that I teach in my class, bit.ly/DTM class. That's my public speaking courses. That's some of the things that I teach that most speakers don't. They really don't, y'all. I have come across so many people that teach public speaking classes that don't teach the basics of public speaking. The basics. They don't teach you finding your target audience because they want you to already come in knowing your audience. They want to teach you the easier stuff. No, I want you to have the nitty-gritty stuff down packed and together so we can take this to the next level. And so we go through this process of thinking that literally I got to memorize a whole 3-page speech. Or I got to write out a whole 3-page speech. Look at some of the speakers that you see. Look at the Oprah Winfrey's and the Tyler Perry's. Do you see them carrying a piece of paper when they talk? Look at the Taraji P. Hensons. The people that you have seen in front of a microphone. Do they have a piece of paper when they are speaking? They don't. And so they're not trying to memorize a speech. There's a better way to do that. You need to get in class to find a better way to do that. bit.ly/DTM class. You definitely want to get in class to find a better way to do that. If you are still trying to memorize a whole speech, you're doing yourself a disservice. You are. And so that takes me to number 5. And number 5 is really funny. Number 5 is funny. Number 5 is that it's this myth going around that I have to have a PhD behind my name in order to be a speaker. I have to have a doctorate. I have to have a bachelor's degree. I have to have I have to have all these certifications, and myth busted. I do not have a PhD. I don't have my bachelor's. I do have an associate's. I am actually a year off from getting my bachelor's and was thinking about going back to get it too. Just to have my bachelor's, just so y'all could say I have my bachelor's. But we shall see about that. I'm only going back if I pay for it cash because I'm not going into debt for it. Hello? And the only reason I would go back is because my degree connects with my target audience. That's the only way. Some of y'all are going and taking classes and getting degrees that you're not even using. That part. You are. You're running around thinking that you have to have a degree, you have to have certifications, you have to... No. You don't. And so, one of the things that I go through in the 3-week intensive for paid speakers is that we look at, you as the speaker in a whole. What does that mean for you? What's the process that you need to be going through? And there's a story that we need to tell. Everybody has their own story. No two stories will be the same. Even if two people have gone through the same exact thing, no two stories will be the same. And so we really have to understand that, guess what? We are the expert. We are. And if you're looking to take that expertise to the next level, bit.ly/live loud now. That is a 3-week intensive for you to be the speaker. For you to, all these myths that I've busted, I show you the process I went through to bust these myths. bit.ly/live loud now. Become the paid speaker. Get the information that you need. Because so many times we think, no, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. No. I can do this, I can do that. No. And I have one even better for you. I have a 2-week masterclass that I am doing. Oh my goodness, this thing here. 2-week masterclass. If you go to bit.ly/my audience. 2-week masterclass, completely free. Because some of you need to understand that there's an audience out there with your name on it. The beginning stages. I told you I like working with speakers who are in the beginning stages because it gets the groundwork. It sets a good foundation. So many speakers are out here that didn't have a foundation and they can't make it to the next level because their foundation sucks. Ouch. So many of them literally cannot make it to the next level simply because their foundation sucks. It does. And if your foundation sucks, then how are you building anything? How are you building a speaking platform? How are you building a speaking career? How are you building your business without a solid foundation? You're not. You're the person that is building a sandcastle right next to the edge of the water, daring the water to come and knock your sandcastle down. I've seen so many people get, drained and pulled upon and all of these different things when it comes to speaking. They don't want to do it anymore. Guess what? That's because your foundation sucks. You didn't build your speaking career on the right things. And so now you're stuck dealing with people you don't want to deal with, in situations you don't want to be in, Y'all need to be in this intensive. bit.ly/my audience. A free 2-week intensive masterclass. And if you're saying that oh no, you need something even bigger than that, you need something even deeper than that, bit.ly/live loud now. 3-week intensive on being the paid speaker. Oh, we take that thing to the next level. We take that thing to the next level. So I want you guys to understand that and know that we got things to do. We really do. We really do. I'm super appreciative of everybody that's been joining me. I know Facebook has been doing its own thing. I'll probably delete it on Facebook and just share the YouTube channel out onto the Facebook page. And like I said, I'll go out and get a tablet today and see if that works any better. But don't forget, free 2-week intensive, bit.ly/my audience. And the 3-week intensive class for paid speakers, bit.ly/live loud now. That 3-week course is $297, and this 2-week course, which should have been $297, is going to be free. Yeah, that part. So you definitely want to join in. If you want to get onto my calendar to get into my classes, bit.ly/talk to Altavis. I definitely look forward to it. I love you guys. I appreciate all that you do, who you are, and I appreciate you coming and joining me live and on the replay. I am Altavis Pelzer. I am the voice coach, not a voice coach, but the voice coach. And I am a motivational speaker, certified life coach, and Amazon best-selling author. 5 books on Amazon, guys, with another 2 that'll be out before the end of the weekend. Hey, Fred. Hey, Aubrey. And so Facebook, like I said, has been doing the most. So I'll share out this broadcast. Don't forget, I gave you some links where you can connect with me. bit.ly/talk to Altavis. bit.ly/my audience for the free class, the free master class. And bit.ly/live loud now for the 3-week intensive. I look forward to talking to you guys later. Don't forget to press it out over on Facebook, and all of you over here on YouTube. Thank you so much for coming and joining me. I always appreciate it. I'm definitely looking forward to what's coming next down the pipeline. And guys, I'll be coming back. Again, this was episode 19 of Speak Easy. I look forward to talking to you guys for episode 20 through 100, 500, keep going. There's always something new, and there's always something that I'm learning and growing, and I definitely want to make sure that you learn and grow too. So, see you guys later.